Yeah, guten Morgen. I started a video earlier and I was discussing some things and then realized I have a lot of work to do and I started doing that work, but I forgot to stop the video. So I had to delete it because obviously I was pulling up sensitive information. I mean, it's not really sensitive, but still, I just don't want to be disrespectful. So I got to start a whole brand new video again. And I mentioned a few things. First and foremost, on TradingView, I'm guessing because we switched over to a new contract or something, this is completely off. It confused me yesterday why the levels are off like this, but these are off. Um, I guess I have to pick another ES on TradingView, which is the proper contract. And uh, I remember going through this before, but you know what? What I don't understand is usually it just rolls over on its own. ES1, this is S&P. So I don't know. I remember the last time this happened a few months ago, I hit B adjust and then that fixed it or something. I don't know. Adjust for contract change or something like that. I click this. So I guess it's not gonna work until tomorrow or something. I don't know. So I don't know. So TradingView numbers are gonna be skewed today. I guess I could look at SPY. I decided yesterday to redo my SPY and TradingView and start over from scratch. Problem is, I couldn't really find any patterns. I found some patterns on Thinkorswim on my SPY there, but here I couldn't find anything. All I see is this clear channel I've been bouncing between, which again makes me wonder why I didn't just, and I found the daily as well, why I didn't just look at this and just trade from here. The 9 a.m., this was Tuesday, take that long and be done. And whatever, I don't know. Yesterday was a clear trading day, a clear trade, although, oh, this is the hour. That's why it looks so confusing. Stupid. God, I cannot. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe if I can get better sleep, I won't be so freaking airheaded all the time, but I'm just out of it, man. Perfect touch of the daily here on Tuesday morning. Perfect touch of the daily here on Thursday morning. So I'm gonna guess if I had to guess what Adam was doing, he's adding to his position right here, awaiting a breakout, which is apparently now happening. So, and this is a daily resistance I found, so we've broken out of that. So, I don't know. One of two things are going to happen when the bell rings. This is probably going to drop really quick just to fake people out, or people trying to sell their swing positions, and then this is going to pop and rally. Or this is just going to rally as soon as the bell rings. I just strongly think this is about to pop. I really don't think this is going to start to fall, but it might. I don't know. Right now, this is the overnight low, and this was a level for resistance for a while, so I might just pop something here. I mean, it's a waste of time, really, because I can only look at one trading view chart at any given moment, unfortunately. So, um, no, that's not true. I can have this one here on SPY, and I can have my iPad on ES. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that for now. I took a quick glance at VIX, and I forgot, I didn't realize it yesterday, but pre-market yesterday we tested the megaphone and then just popped down from there. Why do I still have this in the hour? Oh wait, you know what? I'm here just lecturing how I didn't realize something because I didn't see it. Because on this time frame, it doesn't look like that's what happened. So interesting. Did it happen on the, no, didn't happen on the 30. What if I put it on 90 and 1 hour? Yep, it bounced there. What if I put it on a 30 and 1 hour? Yep, it bounced there. I do not understand why this keeps happening with Thinkorswim. I truly do not understand it. The chart completely changes based on the trend lines with whatever time frame you pick. It's just so frustrating. All right. Yeah, this thing's on the verge of popping. So I don't know. Unless I pick the further out strike of 433, I just don't see I don't see how I'm going to be able to trade any options. I can't do the one I wanted initially, which I guarantee you will open. Um, I mean, I bought in at 15. Watch it open like at 60 today. Still have a couple more things tasks to finish, but I just wanted to be here when the market opens to watch what happens. I'm trying to look at a trend that I have on TradingView, but not here on Thinkorswim. I remember I have tried to remove this many times, but unfortunately, as you can see, if I do this and move it to where I have it on TradingView, which is kind of like right here, it does this. So I can't. Man, I can just write a long list of things I despise about Thinkorswim. I don't know what other options are out there that I can use as a brokerage to trade. All right, any moment now we're gonna find out how much this is gonna be, but like I said, this is gonna be higher. So I'm pretty confident I'm gonna have to choose a strike further out. You know what? Let me just do it now. Just do it now. This is probably gonna open up at higher than even I can afford. So all I can afford is 16. So we'll see. Oh no, this is at 12. I wanted to move it down, but I couldn't. But I got filled at 16, which of course is where it's gonna stop and turn around and go down now. Yep. Some things never change, man. So what we're having is a fake pop. Wow, look at that turnaround. I'm just gonna take a quick glance at the other one. For this is the one I got into yesterday, 431. See, now it's at 67, so it would have been a good swing. This one I thought I can get into, but no, this wouldn't have worked. I would never been able to afford it. And it looks like this one is not going to work in my favor. Oh well, I guess I'm going to lose the rest of my account today. There's a trend line on, let me just show you. Oh wait, I have this one on SPY. No, I actually, that's interesting. I have it on SPY as well. I forgot I added this trend line yesterday. So that's the problem. We need to get past this, and it's not happening, looks like. That's interesting. When did I add this? I don't recall adding this. Oh yes, I added it from way back here. From December. Well, oh wait. Interesting. This rarely ever happens with TradingView, but I changed the wow. Wow, wow. Okay. Hold on. Reset. You saw that? The trend line moved. No, the trend line was just above a moment ago. Now it moved. No way. Now it's there on the 4 hour. Okay. Now it's moved on the 1 hour. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but whatever settings I have for TradingView, I haven't changed anything. These I'm gonna assume the same settings are here that they are for you know what? I can't. I'm just frustrated. I can't deal with this nonsense. The lack of consistencies between the platforms, between the charts, between the time frames, it's just too much. It just gives me a headache and I can't deal with the BS, man. Yep. Well, all right. Looks like this is gonna need to drop down further um, for it to rally if it is gonna rally. But right now, it looks like it's about to fall any moment. But I know what will help. I know what needs to be done. I need to sell my option for a loss. Then it will turn around and go back up. That's what needs to happen. So that's what the market's waiting for. And I'm not doing it. I'm done. I'm so sick of this. If I lose the money, I lose the money. I'm just so tired of it. That one I can do right before lunch. This one I'll do right now. Yeah, I'm tempted at this point just to stop recording and just walk away. Let it do what it's gonna do. If it's gonna fall, I lose the full 16, I lose the full 16. Um I'm just so fed up. I mean, the notion that I could have held my original option yesterday and just went ahead and sold it today at 67 and made myself like 50 bucks, you know. I mean, I mean, again, I got in way down here and sold here. Didn't really want to sell. Didn't want my stop loss to get kicked in. Picked a stop loss below where the price was, and still the stop loss was activated. And there we go. What I don't get is that if I'm looking at this right, it looks like we've been going down on the VIX, but I guess that just is to show that we rallied. But as of right now, this thing just keeps going down more and more and more. And I have a trend here that we broke out of but then fell, and it also served as resistance yesterday. Um, I can't tell the time here because I don't know. I don't know when it was, but it was resistance yesterday during the day or overnight or something. I don't remember. No, it was resistance later on after market closed, it looked like. So, and we broke above that resistance, which is here. So yeah, here. No, that's not where it was resistance. It's here. At least on TradingView, this lines up to here, and then that's where we just popped over and we're falling down again. That's what I have on TradingView, which I trust more than Thinkorswim for the trends. And you saw when I pulled up SPY on TradingView, I had something similar up until I changed the time frame, and then it just stopped going back there again. So I don't know what's going on there. Today, TradingView is not being very reliable. At least I can trust the trends, I think. But again, on TradingView, it says that we're at 4350 on ES, which clearly we're not. We're at 1361, 13.6 on VIX. VIX is slowly going down. Now we've broken through that trend on TradingView, good news. We're approaching the trend on Thinkorswim, bad news. And remember, Adam Mancini's target is 4320. And unfortunately, because I jumped in early, I gotta really work on my entry times, my timing. I didn't realize it was gonna pull back. I thought this was gonna start to rally, but this morning it started at 11. But again, I have no idea where the option's gonna open when the bell rings. If I had known, I would have put my buy in at 11 and gotten, because for some reason when I try and market buy, they'll screw me over. They'll, in my experience, when I try and get in at the bell, usually if you can guess where it's going to open and put a limit buy, that works better than if you try and do a market buy. Because what they'll do with a market buy is they'll screw you and give you the highest amount, the highest value. They'll put you at the highest spot. And there's been times where the candle would say, let's say for example, it will say 15. That's the highest that minute candle will go on the option. But then they'll fill me at 17. I've seen that happen before. Now we need to get through this level because I don't know, maybe somebody using TradingView, Thinkorswim has their trends where I have it, and they're trying to sell there. The bad news is, unfortunately, on VIX, we're turning back around, which I don't know why that's happening. Yeah, VIX is continuing to rise. I don't know what's going on there. That's not good. But there's been times where the market has rallied even though VIX is going up. I don't know where this option value would be when we hit 43 20. But if this is going to be the breakout of the trend, it may go even higher than 43.20. Not breakout of the trend, breakout of the range. I mean, this range here, because it shows very clearly on Thinkorswim. I know there's an equation or some sort of, I don't know how to explain this. Adam Mancini, I think it's called a measured move something another, where if a pattern breaks, like let's say a head and shoulder pattern breaks or something like that, or a range breaks, and that range, depending on how long that range has been forming, the breakout is usually you can measure or guess how much of a breakout it would be, if that makes sense. I have no idea. If one of you guys watching this can comment and let me know, or if there's like a website one can look at. So if we've been stuck in a range for 2 days, and the range is from, let's say we're using SPY, the range is from 426 to 429. It's a 3-point range in SPY, and we break out. What does that mean? Does that mean that we should rally at least 3 points? or how does that work is what I'm wondering. Thankfully, VIX is going back down, it looks like. 4315 now on ES. Now I should consider when should I sell? And I don't want to make the same mistake I always make of selling early. Or should I just walk away? Because I've been noticing that sometimes I'll sell early, maybe 10, 15 minutes after I've taken the trade. Yeah, goody, I made 10 bucks, maybe 15, maybe on a good day, 20 bucks, which is rare. But then I realized 3, 4 hours later, if I had held the position, I could have made 100 bucks. All right, how about this? What if what if the next expected spot that this should go is up here, which is 433, which I think is what my strike is. 433. If we can get to 433 and we get at the money, so we're at 433, this should be worth $80. But I don't know if it's going to get that high, of course. Yeah, VIX is turned around. This is turned around. My other fear is, and this has happened more than a few times, and this is one of the reasons why I tend to sell early, is I'll be in profits briefly, 5, 10, $12, whatever, and then in my hopes that the price will push further, I don't sell and take my profits. Then it turns around and burns me. Here's Adam Mancini just tweeted. Quick work and just hit today's first 4312 target already in ES, and now up 46 points from yesterday's 4268 support. 4320, 4334 next up. Little to do but simply continue trailing stops up risk-free and ride it until it ends. Bulls want to hold 4304 now, or it's back into chop again. So basically what Adam and Mancini did and others is they added to their position yesterday when we dipped below 4, or more than likely they probably added when we recovered, because he, no doubt he's going to call this a fake breakdown. For me, it was a test of the daily on SPY, and they more than likely sold some of their positions at resistance at 4288 and held runners up until then. Maybe exit additional positions here at 4304 and they just have trailing stops. I mean, if you get a big enough position, I guess you can scale out multiple times. For me, the concept is alien because I can't afford a large position. The only thing I can do is take my one position and try and hold it. But I should have held my swing yesterday. Let's look at what my option yesterday would be now at 431. We got to 80. We got to 80. So if I just bought in yesterday, walked away and left it alone, I'll be 80, not 80, but I'll be at least 70 bucks up right now. Unfortunately, as it is right now, I've only got $3 in profits. And I don't really trust my own trend lines, but 4312 is where I have this trend line. It may just be complete coincidence, but it looks like we're struggling to get past here now. If bulls can hold it here and we can flag, we can make it to 4320, which is the next spot. Unfortunately, I'm 3 points out of the money, so theta is going to be an issue. So if it takes a long time to get to the next target of 4320 and then eventually 4333, 433, I'm screwed. I'm going to be in the negative instead of being in the positive. And yeah, it's unfortunate. I wish I had waited a little bit longer, or I wish I had put my buy in at 11 as soon as the market opened, or I put it at 12. Maybe I could pull back and I've gotten in here. Then I would have more leeway, more room for. I would still be in profits despite the chop, is what I'm trying to say. The good news, VIX has gone back down, and we have not made a new low yet on VIX compared to yesterday's low. Let me just show you VIX. What I would like to see is not only do we break down and make a new low, but we break out of this channel right here. So, or maybe not. Maybe I just want VIX to just slowly grind down while I want this to rally. But there's been many times at the end of the day where we've reached Adam Mancini's target and ES SPY continues to grind higher. Meanwhile, VIX is turning around and grinding higher as well. So I don't know. However, I kept saying that this might be where we go to this week, which is 431.51. This is the August high of 2022. So my concern is we might not get past this spot. Oh, and I just realized on SPY we broke 430, so it's a psychological level. But it's good that we broke it, I guess. Anyways, I'm just yakking and just hoping things will go my way. I guess all I can really do is just step away and just let it work, which is what I should have done yesterday. In fact, the hilarity is if I didn't make the other two dumb trades this week, if I had instead kept what little $32 I had and then got two options yesterday at 15 and let them run, let them play, I could have probably sold the one to lock in profits yesterday and swung the other. But anyways, let's say this thing does go in the money. I'm in at 16. I don't know. I don't know where this would be. I'm gonna go to SPY and see if I decided to sell this at 46. Wow, way up there, huh? So it's just outside of the money here at 46. But what if it goes higher than that? What if we push beyond 433? I just want to see how high 56 would be. Yep. Okay. Adam says 4343 is next. So, you know what? I know it's ballsy. 86. It's probably really ballsy, but if I had set my sell at 27 though, I would have at least walked away with $10 for the day, which still wouldn't make up for all the losses this week, ridiculously. I would like to see three things before I can sell. I want to see us reach 4320 on ES at least and see if we can push past that. I want a new low on VIX, and I want to see if we can break this August high. I'm just thinking, man, well, how nice it would have been if I did have the kind of funds to take a large position, and instead of using this crap position I'm in right now, if I had stayed in my position at 31 yesterday, and when I bought in at 15, if I bought, let's say, 10 options, I could have sold 8 at our first target. So let's say I sold 8 at 35 or 36 and locked in, what's 8 times 20? 160 bucks profit. So I've already gotten 100% of my investment already, and I still have a couple options left, and I could have sold those two here at like 105, 106 if we can get there, and lock in another $180 of profit right there. But anyways, let's focus on the crap option I have now. I say crap, but maybe this might actually be in the money or at the money soon or later on today. I don't know. What's sad is that I got in at 4.3. Well, no, I got in at the market open here. I got in at 4.29. 4.29. We've moved up one option or one strike, and I've only made $9 to show for it. But I need to be patient and try and just step away and let this thing work. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop. We'll keep recording. I'm just gonna step away and let this thing work because I have to remind myself that it takes a while. I mean, there's been times where I've seen the price go from $10 to $100, but it took hours to get there. So I guess it'll make me feel better if I could have taken multiple. So instead of buying, what did I get? 16? God, I should have got lower. Um, but if I bought 10 options at 16, I could have sold 8 at 27, locked in $80. So that's at least 50% of my investment. So it'll make me feel a little bit better. And then just hold the last two and let's see if those will run up higher. So we got to 4319 exactly on ES, and now we're pulling back, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step away. I just have a feeling that the day that I hope it's gonna rally and I can take advantage of the big move. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. Even though the levels on ES are completely off, right where I have right about, no, actually it's a little bit lower, but on ES, let me see if I can switch back over to, yeah, I have a weekly level here, which is where we projected from. This is my level I found, and it's a pretty clear level. Let's see if I can find it again. I know it's gonna look really crappy from all the levels. I'm sorry. Weekly. Okay, here it is. It's here. Here. Maybe it's not a very strong weekly, but that's where I slapped it on. Oh, it could just be a coincidence that it's just pulling back there. So I don't know. I gotta figure out how to get the levels correct here. Anyways, I'll do that some other time. Let's go back to SPY. Interestingly, I don't have anything here for SPY. I'm just hoping it can make it up to here. which will be in the money for me, or at the money. If I try and look in the weekly, good Lord. I remember I tried looking yesterday to see if I can find a possible point for today, and I couldn't really find anything. Maybe here? No. Yeah, I can't find anything here on the weekly. And I tried daily, but daily was far less helpful. We've already gotten higher than this is the August high of last year. We're already higher than that. We're at this point right now, we're higher there. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, for now it's not very helpful. If I had an idea of what the measured move would be for a 2-day range breakout with a three-point range, maybe, but I don't. I just wish my dumbass would have went long here. Oh wait, no, I did, and held it. The best would have been a swing of both options. One at the 15 yesterday, I could sell one shortly after the bell, clock in profits there, and just hold the other. VIX is steadily going down though, even though for some reason we're pulling back here. VIX has gone down and we're now at yesterday's low. Oh, but the good news is I'm only $2 in profit now. So great. See, this is why I sell early often, because I'm worried that if I try and be greedy and not take my $5-10 profit when it's there, price will turn around on me, theta will kick in, and I end up losing the profit I had. But unfortunately, because I can't figure out how to trade properly, I have to just hope that this works out. If this can get to at least maybe 56, I'll say, you know what, I shouldn't be greedy. 56 will be pretty good. That'll be much higher than what I was earlier. Where would 56 be? I think I did try to find it before. Good Lord. Wow, that's how high it has to go. We reached the low on VIX, yesterday's low, and now we're bouncing from it. Or it was green. So I guess it's going to be a bit of a challenge to try and get past yesterday's low on VIX. Part of me just wants to be cautious and sell early, but sell so that I can be back where I was at the beginning of the week, which was $32, which would mean I need to sell at 36. Yeah, we're not able to get past VIX's low, yesterday's low. Yep, I can feel what I'm doing. I'm starting to rationalize selling early. I can see it now. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to step away. I'm going to put an alert at certain spots here, though. Hold on. If we can get above 37, and 47. I doubt. I don't even think we'll get that high, to be honest, but we'll see. We're back at the blue line and VIX, trying to break below that, but I don't know if it's going to happen. It looks like we're trying to get to 4320 at Messini's second target. Or was that his first target? Yeah, that was the first target. 4334 is next up. It looked like price turned around on VIX and we might finally break down yesterday's low, but it turned around again and now it's green. Anyways, you know what? I'm gonna put an alert here. You know what? No, I'm not. If it goes against me and I'm in the red, I'm in the red. I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna step away now because the more I sit at the computer, I'm gonna finish up my next two tasks really quick so I can just step away from the computer so I don't sell early. Yeah, I know I said I'll step away, but check this out. We reached the August high that I have here on SPY, just peaked over it and then fell. Pretty, no, relatively speaking, a strong sell, the strongest we've had so far today. So if I had put my sell at 36, I could have walked away with 19 bucks, which actually would have put me back above where I started the week. So wouldn't have been a bad sell. So it wouldn't have been really greedy now that I think about it. So I probably should have sold there now that I think about it. But I'm hoping we can just push a little bit further. I don't know, but I'm hoping. That price reached as high as 4323 on ES before turning around. The good news is we've finally broken below yesterday's low on VIX, but we've already turned around as soon as that happened. So I'm just gonna hope and wait. I'm thinking about adjusting my sell now to 46 instead of 56, just to be cautious, or 47. So if I can walk away with 30 bucks, I mean, it's a 100% increase on my profit on my account. I mean, that's nothing to brag about, being that my account is so small, but I'm hoping we can push there. What I really would want is 57, though. That would be nice. But I don't know. Maybe I should put my sell back at 37. Be happy with 20 bucks. Increase the account over 100%. And be back to above where I was when I started the week. But I'll compromise. Instead of 57, we'll put 47. I think that's not selling too early and not being greedy. I'd like to think so. I'll just keep the alert there because there's been times where it's reached my sell limit and the market makers or Thinkorswim, whoever it is, they don't spill me. We've reached a trend line that I have on Thinkorswim that worries me at 4323, but Adam MSCD didn't mention anything about that, and I don't know how much I can trust my trend lines on Thinkorswim. Here, this line here. But again, I don't even know what that line is, where that line came from. It looks similar to the line that I found on SPY, but not as similar. Let's see if I can try finding it on a daily. Oh, this is the top of the channel that we were trapped in at the beginning of April. I still have that. Not good. We're turning back around on VIX, unfortunately. We made a new low, but we're turning back around. Let's just hope that doesn't that keeps that keeps itself somewhat low. If we can push past this August high and go just a bit higher, so my sell limit can kick in. And we can reach the next target of 4334, which I'm beginning to think might be even higher than where I have my 46 sell target, but I don't know for sure. If I had kept my original option yesterday, or if I had gotten more than one, the good news is that it would be now in the money. So theta decay would be very minimal. So I can be patient and let it work its way up. Unfortunately, I'm in this option, and I'm still 2 points out of the money. So the longer this thing chops, the more theta decay is going to kick in. And we've risen back above yesterday's low on VIX. What I'm hoping, and I said it again, I said it already, but I'm just going to say it again. I'm hoping we can reach the bottom of this channel here. Although since this is Thinkorswim, we probably already passed the channel on a different time frame. Let's see. Nope. Every time frame it's about the same. Interestingly, I'm shocked. It's amazing. At least this is consistent. But the higher the time frame I go, we're at that spot. So I'm hoping we can make it 2 there on the 15 or break past it. Mm. There's a voice keeps pestering me to put my sell limit at 37, not 47, and just be glad with a $20 profit for the day. No, I said I'll walk away and let it run. I'm going to let it run. I'm going to put this alert a little bit lower. So if the alert goes off, maybe I can quickly get back to the computer and raise my sell limit if we do push higher. If I don't get in the computer, if I don't see it in time or I get the alert too late, so be it. But this is an example of one of those days where We didn't break out of a pattern, but we broke out of a range, and the edge was there. Remember I said that there was a very good chance that we might pull back a little bit when the bell rings and then rally, or we just will rally from the bell. Like a 40% chance of each of those happening. A very low chance that we're going to sell off today. So here's a day where if you got a fat account and you were trading the same strike I was trading for some reason, you get in early. Hopefully you would get in a better position than I did at 16. You would wait for a little bit of a pullback. But let's say you did get in where I got in at 16. Oh, screw it. Let's say you really got screwed over and no, 16 was pretty crappy. You got in at 16 for 100 options, 1,600 bucks. You sell, I don't know, 80 of those options at 26 or 27, I should say. And now you've got 800 bucks, right? Locked in. And you hold on to the last 20 options to see just how high this can go. All right, I've talked enough. Sorry. All right, I'm just going to update because of this. This worries me. We made a new low on VIX. Whoop-de-doo, great. But we came back up above yesterday's previous low, just as we were starting to turn back around and pop back up again. I'm still hoping we can push a little bit higher, but I'm starting to wonder if I should have just sold at 36, taken my 20 bucks profit, put myself back to where I was last week with a little bit extra profit there. But I'm trying to have faith that Adam Mancini's target of 4334 is going to hit. And prior to that hitting, I should maybe get my sell. I might not get 47, but maybe 40 or something like that. But I'm trying not to panic too much about VIX going back up because, again, I've said it before. I've seen SPY and ES go up even though VIX is going up or sort of chopping sideways. So we'll see. We might push a little bit higher yet. And it's still early in the day, so I'm trying not to panic and get too crazy. But again, even if I sold at 37, that would put me back to higher than where I was last week. Not great, but it's still something. It would make up for all of my losses this week, which was a total of 16 bucks, with a little extra. So I don't know. I'm contemplating it because I don't think making a $20 profit is selling too early, but I may be wrong. Oh my God. Sorry, I gotta play music on my headset or I'm gonna get annoyed hearing the obnoxious neighbor upstairs hammering. Playing some Game of Thrones. Come on, man, Vix. I need you to go down to this. I need ES to get to 4334. We're at 4325 now. You know what? I'm tempted to ask Adam Mancini, but he's on vacation, so I don't want to bother him too much. plenty of responses that he's replied to, so I don't want to be a bother. Actually, now I want to listen to some Hans Zimmer. It might give me a bit more focus. Actually, what's that one track I love? Hans Zimmer. It's from Blade Runner 2049, The Seawall. Good stuff. If I could do trailing stops and options, but I don't know how to do it here. I've tried doing it on demand and it won't work. I actually have tried doing it um, setting up the bracket to do it here, but it didn't work. But I was thinking a trailing stop at 27, which I would have hit by now, so I can at least lock in $10 profit. But that's the problem with options is they move so wildly. Remember, I got in way down here at 16. And even though we've made it all the way up here, this little pullback has now brought me from $20 in profit to only like a few dollars in profit. And this is what I was afraid of. VIX has come up pretty high now. As this is a big reversal on VIX, relatively speaking, for the day. I've lost a lot of my profits now already, like 50% of my profits are gone. And all I can hope now is that there's a bounce, because this is the first big pullback I've seen so far today. Granted, this candle is only 5 minutes old, but if bulls don't turn this around, we're back at 4320 again. And look, there it is. I could have locked in not 20, but at least $19 of profit, and this is turned around completely. If it falls any more, I'm going to be in the negative. So this could be the spot where we just don't make it any higher. 431.99 in SPY and 4325.5 in ES. This is why I get afraid of being greedy, and this is why I sell early. My only hope now is that 4320 becomes support, since it was the first target, and we don't fall below it, and we bounce from there, but they may not happen. That may not happen. Also, we formed a supply. Bulls need to rally this back up, otherwise it's going to be bad. So if I had my trailing stop, although again I can't do a trailing stop on Thinkorswim with options, but if I had my trailing stop, I would have been filled and I would have at least walked away with $10 profit. But now I can only hope again that bulls turn this around and they start pushing. Honestly, this part of me wants to just sell at 27 right now and just lock into 10. I'm gonna see if bulls can pull it off. If they can get rid of this supply, then I'll hold a little bit longer. But if it looks like the supply is gonna actually close as it is, I don't know. I might just sell and take what little profits I can take. Trying to be patient. The other possibility is that we could just simply flag here at this spot for the next 15, 20 minutes and then push higher, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. And it looks like we're about to lose 420, which again, if that happens, I'm going to quickly go from being in profits to being in the negative. 5 minutes left. Yep. Supply is definitely being formed here. So yeah, it looks like I was greedy and I should have sold at 36, taken what profits I could take, and been happy with that. Now I'm on the verge of being in the negative again. All right, screw it. This makes sure I don't lose any more money. I'm just going to put my sell at 17 because VIX is steadily going up. We've just created a supply. So there it is. Just like that, burned. At least I won't be negative for the day. But this is why I sell early, man. And it blows my mind. I kept thinking today, watch the day that I actually try and be patient so that I can make decent money. Price turns around and burns me. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Fuck, I hate trading so much, man. It's just now watch this. See where my stop loss kicked in? Now it's gonna turn around and start to rally. Or maybe not. So I went from being $19 in profit. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I forgot. Even though I sold at 17, right? That should cover. I bought in at. Wait a minute. No, this is yesterday. Whoa, what's going on? Hold on. Yeah, 16. Okay, and 17. Okay, so bought in at 16, sold at 17, and I keep forgetting. I keep thinking that that will cover the commission, but the commission for Thinkorswim is actually like $1.30. So technically, I was at 16.99 this morning. Now I'm at 16.35. So I'm still negative. Technically speaking, I still lost money. When I take the trade and I'm in profits and I sell early, it rallies and I leave a lot of money on the table. When I try and be patient and let it run higher, it turns around and I end up losing money. But watch. See, it's gonna turn around. Looks like we're gonna bounce at VWAP. It looks like maybe. I don't know. But I should have sold earlier. I should have sold at 36, $19 profit, man. That would have covered all of my losses this week and brought me to a higher point than where I was when I started the week. And that's the thing. Sometimes Adamantini will give an initial target and then a follow-up target, but we don't always make it to the follow-up target. What I generally would do is I sell at the first target. And here we shot over the first target by a few dollars. We got to 4325.5 when his target was 4320. The part that really pisses me off is that if I had waited just a couple minutes, we've turned around and I could have maybe sold at 19 just to cover the commission cost. But no, I should have put my stop loss at 27 when it was coming back down when I was talking about it. I should have put it here so I could at least walk away with $10 profit. But I was hoping it would turn around at 420. I was hoping we would bounce here, which is confluent to where I had 4320. Almost confluent. But I was hoping we can bounce here, but that didn't happen. And this is why I like having a large enough account that I can scale out. Because again, let's say I only had enough to buy 2 options. So I bought 2 options at 16. All right. Would have sold one at 36, locked in on $19, and put the other one with a stop loss at 27. So if it comes back down like it just did here, I could lock in another $10. So I make 100% profit. But I can only take one position, so I had to see how far it can go. And now VIX is steadily going up. Look. I know I've said it before that VIX has gone up, even though SPY and ES are going up, but not this much. We're on the verge of making a high in the day on VIX. When I say it's going up, I mean like it grinds sideways and slowly comes up. Meanwhile, SPY and ES is slowly grinding up, but not this time. And that candle closed, so we've officially made a supply right here. Well, I tried, man. I tried. I should have held my initial option from yesterday, the Friday one. My God. I should have held that till this morning. Could have sold one and locked in, $50 profit. And if I had two, sell the other one here. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's $100 profit I could have made plus on that option if I held it up until now. Oh, but look, there it is. There it is. The quintessential always ready to come and slap me in the face. Now it's turning around. Now it's bouncing at VWAP. Now we're creating a demand, and now it's pushing up. So you know what? I should have reverted to what I said this morning. I'm just going to let this thing run, and whether I lose the entire account or not, I should just let it run. Now we're quickly turning around, and there it is. VIX is turning around now. So once again, the market, being the martial arts master, pulled a fake move, and I fell for it, as I always do. God, I hate trading, man. I'm just so goddamn terrible at it. Ultimately, another loss today. A loss on Monday, a loss on Wednesday, a loss on Thursday, a loss on Friday. How is it possible that a person could be so bad at something? That is my identity. I am the man and the failure. Everything I do, I fail. Incredible, man. The only thing I can do reliably is fail. Yeah, I'm out. Sorry, I was just about to step away, and then I saw this. I just realized what happened here. This wasn't the bulls turning this around. This was a retest of the supply. In fact, it was a very clean retest, and now it's dropping. So yeah, and VIX has now made a new high of the day. I should have sold at 36, at 35. I should have grabbed what profits I could have grabbed and then walked away. And again, if I could have sold, even if I sold at 35, man, that's $18 profit. I think over the week I lost 16 bucks. So if I could have made 17, 18 bucks, I would have recovered my losses for the week, which isn't great, but at least I can erase the mistakes for the week and start over again next week with an account that at least has some money in it to make reasonable trades. So I don't have to take trades 3, 4, 5 strikes out of the money. Yeah, I gotta walk away. So a quick update. I closed my Thinkorswim app because I got sick of seeing it. Um, and of course the levels here on ES are wrong. So I know that overnight we bounced at 4283 or 4284, and right around here is 4288. So it looks like we ended up bounce we ended up selling to 4288. And this morning when I had called out this supply and the retest of that supply, that's where I probably should have sold and taken what little profits I had, because we ended up making a second supply where the previous supply was tested and it just sold off from there. And that's when we reached to around 4288. And I don't know, it's very possible the rest of the day this can just go ahead and rally and head back up. I don't know. I came to the conclusion now that in the future, when I take a trade and I'm not sure where to sell, and I this is a huge building, and it's amazing how every day there's someone right outside my door doing something. Um, let me just turn off my iPad for now. What I was going to say, that I decided, I've come to a conclusion now that now instead of, since I can't scale out because I don't have enough funds to do that, um, I asked myself, if I did have funds to scale out, where would I scale out? And obviously the answer would be the next resistance. But in a situation like this, where the first target was hit, which was 4220, and I could have scaled out there, but if no, that's it. That's what I should do. I should have sold at 4220, the first target that Adepensini gave. I've done it in the past, and I would get upset when it would just continue to rally and I would miss out. But still, here is a day where I could have wiped clean all of my losses this week and ended up with a little extra than I started the week. So, it'll be like 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, and 5 steps forward, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but I made profits the week before last, or was it last week? Um, I think I went from like $16 to $32, something like that. And then I lost all of that, went back to 16. So I could have wiped that entire loss today if I had sold at $19 when I would have got in at 15, no 16 actually. And if I would have sold at 36, which we touched twice, I could have walked away with 19 bucks minus the commission. So my plan from now on is if I trade an option at $20, if I get if I'm in $20 profit, I sell. If I do like today, $16, if I'm at $16 profit, I sell. Um, if we've already reached the first target is what I mean. If we haven't reached the first target, then I'll hold until then. But we reached our first target, we got $5 over, and instead of selling, I held. Again, I held because I had hopes that we'll reach the second target, which was 434, 4343 or something like that. No, 4334 was the next target. So in other words, we were less than 9 points away from the next target. So I was hoping if we can rise that 9 points, we can go from 36 to 47. I even considered selling at 40 just to grab something I can grab. But yeah, that didn't happen. So, um, yeah, what can I do? All right, one quick brief update. It looks like we bounced at a 4 hour that I have here, confluent with this trend line that I added multiple trend lines here. Um, so this wasn't here beforehand, so it's not like it was an obvious trade. Not like I could have traded it because I have nothing left in my account to trade. Um, this one here, I'm not too sure about. I would feel more comfortable putting this trend line here, up here, but actually, when I was messing around with it, TradingView sometimes what I like about TradingView is sometimes it'll lock a um, trend for you. So I would have other if before today, I would have placed this trend line where I showed you before up here with the expectation that that might have reached that spot. Um, but and I wonder if that will be complement to 4334 that Adam Mancini has. But I don't have a similar trend line like this on ES. I probably should mess around and hold on. Let's just do it right now. Mm, I don't know. I think it looks good right there actually. But if I were to move it up one more, let's clone that one. I'll just work with that for now. Would that be 4343? No. Oh yes, I can't even tell because the uh this is all wrong. I don't know how to fix this. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. I know there's a way of picking a. You know what though? This I've had this chart for the longest time for a while. I never had to mess around and do anything to change around the numbers when they roll over. So I don't know. Maybe they'll roll over Monday, but they probably won't, knowing my luck. So I have to figure out what's going on here. But anyways, going back to SPY. Um, yeah, maybe today we might make our way back up here. I don't know, but um, I don't see any major selling until we break out of the range that we were in between this daily and this daily. So yeah, and now that I see this range here on SPY, I feel even more stupid. Well, not really, because the range wouldn't have formed until at least here and here. But here is an obvious short. Here is an obvious long for a swing, but that wouldn't really have played out that well. No, it would have. It would have. Although if you didn't take a swing this yesterday, which is where I did get into a trade but didn't hold it because I was foolish, this would have been an excellent swing. As you saw earlier, the 15 was it $15? Yeah, $15 option I got into reached as high as I think it was like 130, 40 something dollars when we peaked over here. So yeah. All right. Last video before the market close and a tweet. I'll read Adam Messini's last tweet. We are now in day. We are now 8 of the last 10 weeks. ES saw Thursday, Friday strength in ES. My target for today was 4320, and we hit this morning and have been basing since today. We broke out yet another 4-day sideways range. Right. Well, this tweet was well, it's 30 minutes ago, so um, these are 15-minute candles. So we broke out of the range, but this is not the rally I had hoped. I mean, we have a range of 426 to 429, a 3 point range. You broke out of 429.5 and made it to 431.8. So what is that, like a 1 point? So I wonder, what is it called? A measured move is a measured move for a 4-day range. And has it been 4 days, in fact? Bloody hell. Uh, yeah. So started off, started off Monday here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So yeah, we broke out of the range, but it wasn't. You know what? Whatever. The point is, I should have sold when I had the chance, and I'm next time I know if I take an option that's $15, if I'm $15 in profit, I'm selling. If I take it 10, I'm selling at 10. If I do 20, I'm gonna sell at 20. Um, but I'm upset. If I had sold at 36, which is the highest that option went to, I could have added $19 to my account and cleared away my losses for last week or this week. But anyways, so this is the breakout point here. This is the range. Um, we fell back into it, bounced at the 4 hour and this trend. Again, I put all this afterward. The 4 hour was there before, but this trend was afterwards. I'm gonna get rid of this. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this now. That was just where I thought we might pull back if we were to pull back today, because that's where we bounced at 4 in the morning or something like that. But yeah, so this daily represents the breakout of this range, and it looks to me like we're about to fall back into it, but the market's about to close. So I guess the bulls did their job. We're technically out of the range, but I mean, we're not, to me, we're kind of where we were before. So I don't know. And I did check next week, FOMC meeting, they're going to announce what their interest rate's going to be. Everyone thinks it's going to be no raise. They're not going to raise the interest rates at all. But previous to that, we're going to have, and I think I still have it here. Do I? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, Tuesday is going to be inflation, CPI, and I don't know what the market's going to do with that. But then the next day, it's going to be um, PPI in the morning, and then FOMC at 2 p.m. So unfortunately, next week's going to be pretty volatile. And like I said here, if I had been paying better, well, if I had cleaned up my chart like uh Puppy, I forget the commenter poster, as Puppy suggested, if I cleaned it up, I did on Thinkorswim, but you know what? No, I'll do it later. I was gonna pull up my Thinkorswim, but I think I do have similar lines like this in Thinkorswim SPY. But in any case, I had daily here. We did bounce at that yesterday, and I shouldn't have exited so early. I should have held. But if I held that option from here till today, like I said again and again, that would have been a wonderful trade. Would have been over $100 profit. So yeah. Anyways, have a great weekend, everyone.